came in after midnight last night, so I didn't get a chance to check it out, but this is a Walmart in Kentucky. I've had several subscribers say that they would like to see me cook a meal on the stove. So what I do is I use the stove for storage of many of the things that I use on a regular basis, and I take that and move it aside so that I can cook the meals, and then I put it all back. So I'm going to show that process kind of from the beginning to the end, taking everything off the stove and getting it set up for cooking, and then when I'm done, getting it put back into travel mode. I sure do hope that that camera can autofocus. I know this one can. Now, I am not a chef by any stretch of the imagination, so this is not a show about how to. This is what I do. So, as far as boiling water for pasta, as you can see, I'm on an incline. I worked on getting the exterior level, but I typically run on an incline to the straight back or either side because it just makes life easier when I'm sleeping. If all the blood doesn't rush to my head and I pass out, or however that works out, right in the middle of the night. So anyway, keep it on a little bit of an incline. Didn't do that. Stir. And that little oil. It's probably way more water than I need for the bow tie pasta that I'm cooking, but just in case. One of the most nutritious things you can include in cooking is olive oil. Oil o olive, solo e Sicile. Doesn't have to be from Sicily. I just said that because that's a line in Godfather, I think 2. And Himalayan salt, just like real salt, collects the minerals, keeps it in, ends up sedimenting just fine because it's minimal, but oh, I'm going to disrupt this camera here. Gotta do it, sorry. Not too much.
That might work. Hopefully it didn't mess it up too much. Alright, bow tie pasta. Who says that a watched pot never boils? Got 3 cameras on it right now. Actually 2. Wish I had a 3rd. Wish I had a way to figure out how to collect the data that I gather from my mind, from my eyes. Bam. That's too much water for the amount of bow tie that I've got. Let it heat up though. Hopefully we don't get inundated with flies. Flies are an issue here. They haven't been horrible because it's been cold, but it's 66 degrees now, so flies will come around. Hopefully they don't choose to dive into this heat. If one flies into the mix and I don't see it, I stir it all up and take a big old bite. Awesome. I'm really not a pessimist. Sometimes I might come across as a pessimist. What I am is a guarded optimist. Kind of like an introvert. I'm not a 100% introvert, although I am an introvert. I am what is referred to as a pseudo extrovert. I know that pasta is going to expand, but I don't want to blow it out the water either. It's already coming out, so I'm going to have to pour a little bit more. What I want to do is get this to a boil, back to a boil I should say. I'm going to slow it down quite a bit to where it's just a slow boil, otherwise it will boil over quickly. There we go. Slow boil. Of course, every car that drives by, I'm going to catch all their dust in my rig and in my food. Interestingly enough, we're supposed to get rain tonight, tomorrow morning, and it's probably going to mean, it's now 3:15, it's probably going to mean that I'm going to have to tear down the campsite and go into what is referred to as driver's seat, or driver mode, because it is supposed to rain through 6 or 8, maybe even 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. If that's the case, then I'm definitely going to be ready to drive away. I'm supposed to sit and wait for that to go away. Hope the sun comes up so I can try my tarp. So we've got to kind of keep these things in mind, take them into consideration. So now I didn't time the bow tie pasta yet because I didn't look on the box as to what time it needs to be done. I use the throw it and stick it on the wall method, where if when I'm stirring it I think that it's reached its peak of where I want it, I'll test one. If I don't like it, I'll wait a little bit and test another. So it's about 10 minutes, but the good thing is that the 14 years in the classroom and on the football field, basketball court, and track field. I was pretty good at gauging time. There were times whenever I would be like the kids, man, that bell should have rung. Why are we still in this class? Ready to go. Well, it turned out to be a beautiful day. According to the forecast, it was supposed to be cloudy. If I can actually take this and point it up and show you that it is pretty cloudy. Not bad. I will say that I'm getting some solar power, obviously, you can see that. So not too bad. If it was supposed to be completely cloudy, I wouldn't get any solar. And it also would kind of play havoc with these shots, this opportunity. A good friend of mine said he wanted to see me cook a meal. So here I am. Now, interestingly enough, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Like when I say, check out my videos, tear them apart, give me some constructive criticism, give me suggestions, and I'll do the best I can to implement them. Well, here we are. Even though I'm drinking lots of water, my upper lip has gotten chapped to the point where it almost cracks. Hate it. Keep this on. Keep drinking water. That's all I can do. I'm exposed to the circumstances of nature much more readily than I used to be. Hell, even when I was in the military, I would have the opportunity to experience comfort, but for the most part it was always pretty much a go thing for 10 years, and that's a lot like what I'm going through here, which is why I'm able to do it. I just know that it's more fun when you do it with a partner, you do it with a friend. So it's probably part of the reason why I like to visit friends and family members, because you never know, I might come across somebody who's like, heck yeah, I've always been wanting to buy a boat and outfit it and get on the Atlantic. Get out on the Atlantic. Get out on the Pacific. Get down to the Caribbean. Bounce around from island to island. Come on. Who wouldn't want to do that? Why'd you shut off? Are you dead? Okay. I don't know why that happened, but you decided to just shut off. It's fine if that's what you have to do. Unknown caller. Well, leave me a message. Important, leave me a message. That's all I've ever asked. It's looking pretty close, pretty good. thing I haven't done yet is prepare the, which I'm going to start doing now. There, the meatball. My refrigerator is getting empty. I actually like that. I prefer that. I like to go through the meals that I've got and shop again, but still have some stuff. So I'm kind of rotating. I'm getting crazy. All right, how close are we on these? Let's try one. Nope. Not yet. Let me turn it up a little bit. You can see the separation of the oil and the water. It's cooking slow. Again, we don't want to cook too fast, but gotta catch that spot between the oil over and the oil separation. Wish I could say keep an eye on that now, because do this. What I did, so I took large, so there were some large already cooked meatballs that were fresh. I mean, obviously I checked dates and everything. And I just cut them up instead of using, obviously, the whole meatball, because I'm not going to wrap my mouth around that, but cut two of them. And then I can add that in with the sauce, and I get decent meat protein, 2 remaining for the next time. What pasta meal is not complete with a good dose of Parmesan? Now, usually when the sauce comes out of the refrigerator, I have to heat it a little bit longer. But the sauce that I'm putting in now, I haven't opened yet, so it's going to be relatively close to room temperature, which right now is 68. Out of the sunlight, probably closer to 65 or so. But anyway, it won't require much heating. Sometimes it takes longer whenever it's coming from the refrigerator. And of course, the only question you have with the sauce is, how could you go wrong with Classico 4-cheese Alfredo? Come on. More. Ding. Heard the dinner bell just now, so I think that might be something. Done. All right, so gotta pour. Gotta get rid of the water. Gotta pot here with a lid on it that has the holes on the side and a vent. Pour evenly, just you gotta keep your hand on it. Move all your noodles. Now at this point, I really do like to add salt based on the noodles, the taste of the noodles. And then I don't add anything else because the sauce is going to have some seasoning, and I've had the meat. It's relatively unseasoned, but a little bit of salt goes a long way. So there we go. I'm going to add a dash of Tony's, and then here I'm just going to turn this back on. Turn it as low as I can without it going out. As low as I can. Pour in the sauce. That's enough. Then the meatballs. That's enough. Give it a good stir. Try not to make a mess. This looks for you. Now, that's pretty low. May not be low enough, but it's pretty low. I'll put that on. Let it cook a little more. I had to go in and pull out the burners on both sides and the gas connections. I don't know, the way that these knobs would adjust didn't adjust all the way down, so you couldn't simmer anything. When you cooked a meal, when I first started with this, it was all or nothing. And that sucker would just burn everything almost immediately. And even low, you've got to kind of keep an eye on it because everything again is cooked. So all it does now is just start dropping starch and sticking, dropping sugar. Yeah, see, even that's too high. I think I can go any lower than that. And again, since it's already at or above room temperature, all I'm doing is just heating up the sauce and the meatballs, which warmed relatively quickly, just being tossed in on those hot noodles. Put this in the fridge. Maximize my time. Usually when I cook pasta, if it sticks like that, it usually only sticks on the bottom, obviously. And it's pretty easy to put a thin, that fire almost went out, just with the wind that just blew through. I'll put a thin layer of water. It's about to blow out. It's wanting to. Thin layer of water and then boil it, and it takes care of you. Alright, let me turn it just a little, couple secs, and then this meal is done. Sometimes what I'll do is add a little bit, I don't want to add much, but just a little bit of Tony's Creole to give it a little spice, but not too much salt. That's the thing, because it's got a high sodium content, and I try to use sea salt or real salt or Himalayan salt, something that's mined, not processed. That's for me. Yep. All right, you're good. And I'm not going to plate it. I'm going to say that if you were here, this would be a pretty good meal.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
All the best, always.
Wanna come down to the underground old school? Here's a shovel, can you dig it, fool? Can you dig it?